What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Nintendo Land, and we are officially in the year of 2022 as we can now speculate all the amazing Nintendo goodness that is still to come this year. Things that we know, things that we don't know, and maybe a couple surprises along the way. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Today we're talking about 2022 as a whole and what Nintendo has stored for us and how many games Nintendo's going to drop this year and how many big games Nintendo's going to drop as well. So as we talk about my expectations for 2022, I have three different categories of games that we're going to talk about. Is going to be games that we know, rumored or surprise games, and then last minute announcement, big last hope games. So three different categories. We're going to talk about them all, talk about how big this year can be. I'm super excited, and if you guys are too, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo this year. There's going to be a lot of amazing games happening, so make sure you're subscribed, notifications turned on so that you can be notified whenever I go live and whenever I post. Let's jump right on into it with games that we know are coming. Of course, we know that The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2 is coming this year, probably around holiday season, and hopefully there's no delays. We are very excited about this game, and it's going to be the big holiday release of this year, and people are going to be playing this game non-stop, especially if there's a new, changed, revamped map and lots of different types of gameplay aspects. People just want to see more of this game, and I hope we get to see more of this game very soon, and throughout this year, it's guaranteed we're going to see giant snippets of this game. The way they advertised the first game and how much they showed us, I'm sure there's a lot of gameplay they start to show us, especially like at E3 this year. So expect a lot of Legend of Zelda. I can't wait. This game needs to be shown off a lot more because there's still so much we don't even know about the game. Like, we don't even know the title. So The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2, definitely a big staple this year. This game I should have started with because it actually comes out at the end of this month of January, being Pokemon Arceus. I'm very excited for this game because it looks a lot like Breath of the Wild as well. It's an open world adventure game for Pokemon, allowing you to find Pokemon at your own leisure in this giant landscape of yours. And it's going to be an amazing journey, I'm sure it will be, and it's a great way to tie us over until the very end of the year where we get The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. This game is going to be pretty big for Pokemon, and it comes out in literally just a couple of weeks, so look out for that. It's going to be a big time to start the year off for sure. We have Kirby and the Forgotten Land coming probably very early this year. We normally see Kirby games around early spring, and I'm still thinking around March or April is when this game's going to launch. It's going to be a 3D adventure Kirby game, which we have never ever had. This is super exciting. It looks a lot like Mario 3D World and 3D Land. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. There's going to be so many secrets and amazing things to explore and collectibles to collect and amazing bosses to fight, and I can't ready to see what the story even is this time around. This is going to be a big game to start the year off as well, right along Pokemon Arceus, and it's just going to be an exciting time to be a Kirby fan for sure, with a brand new genre entering the series. Splatoon 3 is coming out this year. Nintendo seems very hyped about this game, as they even sent out a little bit of an animation for 2022, and that just means that I'm sure they are excited to share more information about this game. We're probably going to be getting information all the way throughout the beginning of this year until we get to the release, which is probably this summer. That's when we normally see Splatoon release. It's a big summer title, big summer multiplayer game for Nintendo, and I can't wait to see really what's different with this game and why we have a second Splatoon on the Nintendo Switch. Obviously, there's some big things probably being changed, and I want to see what those big changes are. What big new game modes are we getting? How different is the campaign for single player? I want to see a lot of information about this, and I probably want to see this more than I want to see Breath of the Wild 2. Probably not, but I still want to see this a lot. But this is going to be a very exciting game for the summer and a big way to keep us entertained with our friends. Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope is coming out this year as well, which is the sequel to Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle, which is going to completely change the formula. It's not necessarily grid-based this time, but instead it's more area-based, and this looks like it's going to be very, very interesting, and a good change because we pretty much have stretched the old formula out as far as it can go with DLC and extra add-on levels. There was really nothing else they could do. They even had some incredibly difficult levels that I barely squeaked through, but yes, we're finally getting a new Mario Rabbids, and it looks a lot of fun. I can't wait to see what the grand story is going to be when it's all said and done. It just looks like a very, very exciting game to come out this year. And that leaves us with Bayonetta 3 and Advanced Wars. So I don't know much about any of these games. I couldn't tell you a lot about any of them. I know Advanced Wars is being a remake, I think, of the first and second games, and it's coming to the Nintendo Switch. I don't know exactly what time frame, but I also know Bayonetta 3 is coming this year. Finally, after fans have been waiting for so long to see some gameplay, we saw some at the Fall Nintendo Direct of 2021, and finally fans fans are getting Bayonetta 3. It's going to be awesome for them, and I know they're just big games that fans have been really wanting to see, and I know a lot of people are excited for the Advance Wars reboot camp, and it's just going to be a lot of fun seeing people kind of relive their past childhood with this game. Now, those are all the games that are confirmed to come out this year, and remember, a lot of these games were rumored the year prior. So, what are the games that are rumored to come out this year? Well, let's talk about them. One of the games rumored to come is a brand new Donkey Kong game. Now, we don't know if it's going to be 3D or 2D. A lot of people are now saying 2D, but there's a lot of other leakers saying that this was going to be made by the Odyssey team, which would sound 3D to me. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see, but whatever it is, it's going to be a lot of fun. You know, I'm a big 3D platformer style guy, but I still love Donkey Kong Country games. I mean, they are some of my favorite video games of all time, even with it being in the 2D side-scrolling genre. I love Donkey Kong, and this is going to be a big swing for this year, especially considering the fact we don't have an original Donkey Kong on the Switch. We got Tropical Freeze again, which originally released on the Wii U, and it came to the Switch with very minimal changes or additions. The only thing we got was Funky Kong. It is rumored that we are getting another Monolith Soft project, whether it be Xenoblade 3 or something completely different. This is probably very exciting to fans. The last Xenoblade game we got was in 2017, late 2017, and this kind of lines up with a theory that 2017 is kind of getting its sequel year with 2022, and this would just kind of make sense. We're going to have a lot of open world genre games this year with Sonic, obviously with Pokemon and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. I mean, there's going to be a lot of these games that this actually happens and comes to fruition because we know Xenoblade is generally a pretty big, expansive game. So that's going to be very exciting for Xenoblade fans. Once again, I can't speak on a whole lot about this. I still need to get into this series. I wanted to try it out myself, but it's going to be huge if this actually happens. We are also rumored to get lots of ports. Metroid Prime Trilogy could very well finally happen. I know this has been rumored for a while, but Nintendo's been waiting for the perfect time, and what better time than now? Nintendo is building off the hype of Metroid Dread. It has done amazingly successful, and obviously we're probably about a year or two away from Metroid Prime 4, so Nintendo's going to want to get this game out soon in order to get fans prepared for it. And if the rumors are correct, Metroid Prime 1 is going to get a completely new rehaul in this package, which just makes me so excited. I haven't played these games in a very long time since I was younger, and I can't wait to jump back into the Prime trilogy. This is going to be an amazing game for the Switch, an amazing way to get people ready for Prime 4. Now, another series I don't have a whole lot of information on is Fire Emblem, but there's been a heck of a lot of rumors surrounding some type of remake of a Fire Emblem game, whether it's one from the very old past, or I've heard a lot of rumors about the Nintendo 3DS Fire Emblem being Fire Emblem Echoes. I don't know why this one would be chosen out of one from the past that they could remake from the ground up, but apparently Fire Emblem Echoes could be coming to the Switch or something Fire Emblem related. It doesn't look like it's going to be a new title for you fans, but instead it's going to be a remake or remaster of a game in the past. So get excited about that. That is definitely probably going to come this year. I wouldn't doubt it as well. It's been quite a long time since Fire Emblem Three Houses. The last rumor we have has been one that's been going around for quite a while now, being the Legend of Zelda Collection. Yes, there's been a rumor that we're going to get Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword. Well, obviously we have Skyward Sword HD, but where's the other two? Well, rumors are saying that we can still get them very soon, depending on the release schedule and everything with Breath of the Wild 2, and we could see these this year. We could see Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD, which I would love so much. I have both of these games on the Wii U, and we already have HD versions of them. Literally, all they have to do is port it to the Switch, and we would be good to go. I really want to play these games again. I'm sure a lot of you guys do as well. We already have Skyward Sword. Please, Nintendo, let's see the other two. Now I move on to announcements and last-minute hopes. Now, these could be just games that are announced this year. They don't have to actually release, but we could be seeing some big titles be at least revealed this year at Directs or even E3 itself. And the first one I want to talk about is obviously a brand new 3D Mario. I think there is a 0% chance we get to the end of the year and we don't see another Mario game in the works or something within a 3D Mario. It's been way too long and we need to see what Mario's next adventure is, whether it's Odyssey 2 or something completely different. Yes, Bowser's Fury was great, it was an additional game mode, but we need to see what's next for the plumber, and as I don't think there's a brand new 3D Mario game coming this year, I think we could very well get it announced this year and get us excited for the year that follows. I think we could see something Pikmin related. I really do. I think Pikmin 4 can finally be revealed maybe at E3 or something. and maybe we could see something. This is probably one of the least likely in this entire list, but I still think Pikmin needs something. After getting Pikmin 3 Deluxe, and I think it sold pretty decent, I think it's time that we finally see a new Pikmin game instead of just a stupid game on the DS, which is, hey Pikmin, yes, I'm sorry, it's stupid. Argue me if you want, but obviously we need a new Pikmin experience, and I think it's finally time that we get one. And back to Metroid once again, I think we could finally see the first actual gameplay look at Metroid Prime 4 this year. We know that it's coming, we know that the recycled development was, what, 3 to 4 years ago, so it's about time that we actually start seeing something of this game, at least some type of gameplay, and I think this is the year we finally get to rest our eyes on the first official gameplay of Metroid Prime 4, which is going to be so exciting. And finally, to end this off, I think there is one final game that would be amazing to see this year, at least just get it revealed this year, would be the next Mario Kart. Now, there are a couple of rumors that the next Mario Kart is actually a Grand Nintendo Kart that's going to be kind of the quote-unquote replacement for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that would be amazing. I think that would be great. We already have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on the Switch, why not give us a completely new version? But apparently this is not going to be coming until the new console, and it's going to release with the new console. So it could be quite a long time until we actually see this, but I just decided to put this on the list because it still is possible that we could see a sneak peek of this Nintendo Kart, or whatever it is, in the next couple of months or whatever happens throughout the year. I think Nintendo would definitely do something like show a title off or something to get people excited, and at least to get people talking, but at the end of the day, I think there's going to be a lot of excitement for this game, and this is going to be one of, if not the biggest Nintendo game of recent years. But guys, this year is stacked full of Nintendo games, of things that we know, things that are rumored, and things that we just don't know that are going to be huge surprises to us, whether it be announcements of games in the future, or just big games that are still coming this year that we don't even know about. Nintendo's got so many things up their sleeves. I'm sure it's going to be a absolutely grand year, and it might even be just as, if not better, than 2017 was. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to stay up to date on all things Nintendo, and let me know in the comments down below what you think about this. Do you think this year is going to be absolutely amazing? What games do you think Nintendo's going to show off that we don't know already, and what game are you most excited for yourself? Thank you so much for tuning in, and like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.